Minister Farrakhan said, let this enemy keep beating you until you unite. Until you unite, he's going to keep beating you. He's going to keep killing. He's going to keep doing everything that he's doing until you come together. I said that because I believe we are starting to get that now. We're starting to get where this presidency, as a matter of fact, I think now we're starting to get it in our head that, wow, they really don't care about us. Enough of our people are starting to really understand, like, OK, either way we vote, I mean, we're going to have to do some work in our own community. We're going to have to do something. So the future of our people looks bright if we get the hint and be honest about our condition and just get to work. No matter what you call yourself, bro, just get to work. Wherever you are, find out what your talent is, what part of the mission you want to be involved in, how you can use whatever you know, your gifts, whatever, and use that to help the people. If you're an artist, use it. If you are a painter, use it. If you are a engineer, if you are a person who is good in finance, if you're a person who's good with land acquisition and owning, if you're a person who just knows how to teach healing and therapies, use it. Use whatever your gift and talent is to help with the mission of building the people. I see a lot of us doing it. More of us need to do it. That's all. Just get involved in the mission. Start using that word mission. It's about the mission. It's about the people and the mission. It ain't about me. It's about the mission. If we continue to use it that way, come together with that united mindset, I believe the future is bright. I see it happen all the time. I see a lot of people. I see yourself, brother, with your platform. I see a lot of people doing good work. That's what we need to highlight more of. So it's not just that the future is bright. It's already there. We just have to highlight it more. Same way we promote the negative, we'll promote the positive. And also the second part of your question, actually, that I forgot to mention, dealing with the masculinity, toxic masculinity. And you also mentioned the war between genders, especially the men and women, primarily black men and black women, but just that. I don't want to graze over that. Toxic masculinity is a white supremacist term created by two Caucasian men. One is a homosexual. First thing you need to do, stop listening to white folk.
Using the buzzwords.
Stop doing that. And when I say stop listening to white folk, stop using their words that they invent to oppress your own people.
From a think tank, basically.
Please. Toxic masculinity was created by two Caucasian men, Shepard Bliss and Robert J. Stoller.
Break it down. Listen
to that term and realize when you listening to idiotic people, toxicity and masculinity can't coexist. Neither can femininity and toxicity. They can't coexist. That's why you never hear the term toxic femininity.
That's right.
The goal is to destroy the masculine security base so that your people will be taken over and obliterated. So they always got to demonize the man. Why do you want to come at a man who's being a real man, teaching the children how to operate, respecting a woman, but also protecting her, letting her know, hey, listen, no, baby, don't wear that. Don't go out over here at night because it's dangerous. I love you enough to protect you. Why are you saying, oh, that's toxic? No, that's not toxic. That's called order. It's called discipline. Well, then they say, well, no, it's when a man tells a young boy to stop crying and suck it up and he can't do. No, that's also called discipline and order.
Emotional intelligence. Too.
Emotional intelligence. See, I agree. Not beating your children.
For sure.
Let's get this clear. Some people have adopted the slave master's tactics where we beat. I'm talking about beat children, and you're doing it publicly, and you're recording it.
It's like a whipping post.
The hell do you think is going to happen to that child's psychology? One, he's going to develop, or she's going to develop a hatred for you, and then develop a hatred for men, black men, if it was a man who did it, or black women, if it was a black woman who did it. So you got to think. Discipline and order have to be established, and we have to do it in a way where it doesn't traumatize the child, but it instills order and gives them discipline and helps them to understand right from wrong. But the biggest way that we do that is by being an example of it ourselves. That's the first thing. We telling them not to do something that we doing every day. And they're like, but you, all right, you keep doing it, but you
do as I say.
Do as I say, not as I do. But no, that's not how life works.
It's a hypocrite.
You not only are you a hypocrite, but if you keep doing a negative thing and there is no consequence for it that the child can see, then they think they can do the negative thing and there won't be a consequence. It's psychology. My mama keeps doing this, but I don't see nothing bad happening. Okay, I guess I can do it. My father keeps doing this. I don't see nothing bad happening. I guess I can do it. The reason why Brother Rizza didn't go heavily into the gang banging world and become a thief and robber and all that is because I saw the consequences of it with my own brothers. I saw it. Getting tossed in police cars. I saw it going to funerals. I saw it being put up, my face, a picture put up in the liquor store when I was 9 years old because I was trying to steal, or 8 years old, trying to steal from the liquor store, and they took my picture and they shook my little hoodie out and all the candy and everything fell out. And they said, don't let this child in.
Wow.
Yeah, that happened, y'all. That happened.
He's trying to ban my man.
I'm serious. I've seen. Yeah,
Wow.
we was getting banned back then and,
Wow.
and shut out of stuff back then. But I've seen it.
Right.
Once they see the consequences, it changes. Most of the time, it changes people. It helps them to understand that there is a barrier. There's a limit on certain
right.
things. So we have to be the example of it first. Number two, learn how to bring order without pain. Learn. Pain sometimes has its use, because that belt kept me out of jail.
Facts.
I could tell you that much. But learn. There are ways to teach children. Sometimes a father, if he's involved, and brothers, be involved, and sisters, let him be involved. If he's a good man, let him be involved. And if he's not a good man, if he's just terrible, then get a good man or a group of brothers to be involved. Don't use the child as a weapon against each other. Because what you don't realize is they will grow up and despise both of y'all.
Wow.
And then they really gonna be a problem for both of y'all. You think you doing something right by talking down about his father or her father, and she love her father or he love his daddy?
Wow.
He will grow resentment for you, because a lot of these mothers are breaking these boys.
I'm seeing it in real time.
A lot of them are breaking them the same way the slave master would. And then he starts to see, well, okay, well, if my daddy is bad, then show me a good man. Well, I don't even want no men around you. Why? Because you want to perpetuate the negative stuff you doing. You don't want no man around to put you in check, or the negative things you doing in check. So you're going to let all that negative build up into that child.
He's going to become that same man.
He's going to become either the same kind of man or worse, or because he loves his mama, he's going to become just like his mama. Walk like you, talk like you, behave like you. He'll be nice and effeminate the same way you want him to be. Why? Because he reminded you so much of his daddy that you don't want him to be nothing like him, including the good parts, which is the masculine. So you like him now because he's soft and docile and effeminate. Now he's talking about being with a man, and you are okay with that. See, a lot of the mothers, sadly, have helped to bring about this generation of soft, weak men by way of being controlled and indoctrinated through the system, and by way of being controlled through their trauma. So it ain't just the sister, it's what they have experienced. They probably didn't have no good father. They probably were abused 9 times out of 10 by a man or a woman, because a lot of women do it too.
Ray J was talking about that. Yeah,
Like,
it's a real
listen,
thing.
for real.
Yeah, it's a real thing.
We got to take responsibility. This is why I don't understand how men, y'all, women, y'all. No. Generalizations are the language of the ignorant.
It is.
So when you generalize everybody, you ain't never met Brother Rizza. Hi, peace. How you doing? So don't say all black men. No. Don't do that. And don't say all black women. No, brothers. Don't be ignorant here, because you ain't never met all of them. You talking about your mama. You talking about everybody's mama. No.
And you hurt. Just say that.
And you hurt.
Yeah,
Seriously.
yeah.
Just generalize yourself if you want to, or be specific about the person who hurt you. My baby mama.
Right.
my mother, my father. But do not generalize everybody, because what you do is you damn all of us to hell, and you make it to where no black man is good, no black woman is good. So what does that happen? What does that do to children? It makes them look at themselves and everybody around them as just terrible people. That's when you get the interracial relationships being pushed. Because I don't need no black woman, bro. You must be crazy. Y'all know how they are. Like, let's stop playing this game, man. Just say who it is that messed you up. And that you don't like, and who negatively affected your life, because some of our sisters have thick trauma, and they are problems at times because of their trauma that they are being controlled by. Their problems at times. Some of our brothers are messed up because of their trauma at times, and their trauma at times controls them above their logic. So they are messed up out here, becoming devils, both black men and black women at times, some of our people. So y'all got to stop doing this and start pointing back to the real enemy, which is the system, and also our ignorance as a people. And as Farrakhan said, the real enemy is our ignorance. And then second to that, of course, is the system of white supremacy, or this satanic system. So stop with all this all day, because you victims of the same damn system. You are. We were together in the 60s and prior to that.
That's right.
Loved each other. We knew who the real enemy was. Marriage was promoted. Even in slavery, was getting married, hopping over that broom.
Yes, sir.
And we're happy to do it, because we knew that family is what builds a nation. Now you letting somebody convince you not to be with a black man, not to be with a man at all, and then encourage your child to call themselves whatever they want to call themselves because they feel a certain way. So now they go based off of their feelings. They call themselves gender fluid, and the government said, hey, we can help you chop off penis. So what are you following really? Is my point. Be honest about the condition that you're in. Confront it. Look at it. Be willing to heal yourself.